Welcome to the first in a new series of dialogues from the Academic and Community Research Implementation Programme. This series will examine the importance of consensus capabilities as a structured approach to knowledge mobilisation. I'm really pleased we have Divya Shah, who is an executive and leadership coach. How are you doing, Divya? Nice to see you.
Lovely to see you, Rudi. I'm doing absolutely fantastic in this sunny day.
Great, great. Before we start, Divya, just tell us a bit about your professional background.
So I'm backed with 20 years of experience across corporates, governance, global impact initiatives. And currently I am with International Coaching Federation as a coach who is the leader for the coaches investment lens as well. And I'm really passionate about working with leaders so they have that clarity, that confidence to build inclusive workplaces so that we can have a very thriving world.
Absolutely. So, what does it mean to be consensus capable?
So as we do, if we go to the Oxford Dictionary meaning, what's consensus? And consensus is like general agreement. And in today's world where we have this AI and generative AI, lots of things happening, all the admin operative tasks can be done by AI, but then still we have the people who take the decisions, who come together. If they have a project, how will they come to a consensus? So it means general agreement, but it goes beyond agreement because it's not just a decision. We need to be committed to deliver the results. And that's why being consensus capable is not just making sure we've got 100% agreement, but also have that motivation within the group to make it happen.
And that's a very good point. So, why is consensus capability especially important for leaders today?
Because we have so much diversity and we are seeing the benefit of having inclusive organizations, inclusive workspaces. Um, we had leaders who were extrovert and they would speak out loud, and their decision, because they know best, it would be just agreed by other people. That actually limited the voices. I recall our discussion when you mentioned all voices need to be heard. And to get the beauty of creativity and innovation in today's uncertain and changing times,
Mm.
we need people to develop the consensus capability skills so that we can hear, be patient, and believe that our collective agreement would be more than what one person or the second person says about it.
Absolutely. As we say, no idea is overlooked.
No idea is overlooked. Absolutely.
So, what happens when consensus is not reached, and what are the costs?
It looks pretty simple, but imagine a group of 10 people, leadership, senior management, they come together. We've got two people who are very extrovert and they have experienced success. They have brought a company from one position to another. They are very convinced they can deliver, but they have eight other people who they have to listen to, but they are not very convinced that they can actually contribute to the success of the project. These two people, they really care for the project. They really want to make it happen for the organization. However, the eight other people may not even feel safe sharing their voices. So on that, at the end of the meeting, there is a agreement, general agreement. People agree to what two people have said. And then the meeting finishes, then it's time to execute, and there is lack of motivation, lack of commitment to deliver it, like to do the actions, because people are not convinced internally. They didn't have a environment where they could speak out, share, or we have different cultural backgrounds. We are looking at enhancing markets, which means reaching out to different cultures as well. Now, these 8 people can bring in so much more perspective from what they know, what their background is, but that was never heard. So people feel left out and they don't feel convinced and committed to make the project happen. So it delays the project delivery. Uh, at the same time, people can be coming back to calling back meetings again that we need to rediscuss this. There could be a backlash that no, this they said yes once, but then they have to do the same meeting 5 times. So basically, we are delaying work, and eventually people can just be so lack of demotivated that they just don't want to stay in the company because nobody is listening to them. So it's about retention, it's about talent development.
And of course, people get fed up of circular meetings.
Right, same meeting 10 times.
So, what changes when a team makes decisions through consensus capability?
How I see it is consensus capability needs a little step back, that there is an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their voice, or they feel seen, heard, valued. And it's not that if somebody has achieved something in their career, then their voice is the last voice. Every voice matters.
Yeah.
So, firstly, we need to have some group norms across the organization. Maybe there has to be one time when this has to be set up where there is an environment where it's okay to share your voice. And there is a concept called the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It's like the systemic theory, it goes with Gestalt psychology. The idea being what comes out when different components are brought together is very different than what would come from one person or second person.
Yeah, that's synergy.
That's synergy.
Yeah.
So when people can feel comfortable sharing, that's when it's a belief that I know my way of thinking is good, but let me just get open up to what others are saying, and keeping the whole focus on the solution. What are all of us working towards? It's not about getting that decision, it's about getting the result.
Absolutely. So you then have your peer relationships with their mutual expectations. So, what steps build consensus capability, and how can we measure whether a team has developed it?
So these are, we call a lot of human skills as soft skills, communication, listening, but they are need of the hour. And at the same time, we talk of work environments at this moment, but we know in 2023, WHO declared loneliness epidemic, which people don't have the right connection. So honestly, we are talking of consensus capabilities at work, but the people who are so focused on their viewpoint only, they might have other issues in their personal life, in their health, because they keep all the stress with them. So it's for the well-being of each and every person in the organization to adapt to consensus capabilities. And just like any other skills, it's a skill that can be developed.
Yeah.
We are talking of having that non-judgmental space, having that respect, ability to listen. So these are things which you will find you go to any soft skills and you'll come across these skills. How we see it is in respect to consensus capability. What we are looking here is that everybody gets a chance to speak. So as we talk of, I really resonate with Nelson Mandela, like he would be the last person to speak in a meeting because he would listen to everybody and everybody feels valued that, okay, somebody is listening to me. So it's the skills like those that need to be developed. Say, so what we are looking at is a workplace where people can share their thoughts. Now, for that, we need patience.
Okay.
Which is such a thing which is missing. We really need to be patient. Like, what is this person speaking? He's taking so much time and he's taking so much pauses. And why does he have to think so much? Because every person is different. That's their uniqueness.
Yeah.
So give yourself the skills like listening, patience, respect, non-judgment. These are the skills which need to be developed in small parts. These are your skills which will help your life. It will help your relationships. It will help your health. So we need to be working on experimenting in small portions and trying these out every single day. And we will build the muscle to be accepting or acknowledging of different views. And when we talk of how do we measure it, I think it's as part of ACRIP and the research, we need to be able to show the ROI in one way so that more organizations can adopt it. So there is something called consensus capability scorecard.
Right.
So there are 4 to 5 parameters on it, which are to do with how aligned everybody is on the purpose. So does everybody understand the why for this? How clear is the decision making? So people are clear what are they supposed to do? How many different voices have been included in this decision making? So there could be 3 to 4, there are 5 parameters for this success of implementation. And then you have low, and then developing, and then it would be strong.
Yeah.
So you can look into, so you mark it on a scale of 1 to 5, every single parameter. And then if it is between 20 to 25, which means you are 5 on each of the parameters, then you are strong. If you are between 13 and 19, then you are like developing that skill and you can work on which are lower and you can continue working on that. And if it is below that, that means it really needs strong improvement. And we need to build the trust first, the processes first.
Excellent. Excellent. So if anyone's interested in making contact with you, can you share your details?
I am very active on LinkedIn, so I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well, but Divya Shah, I love these conversations. We can together deliver so much, being more human. I think AI has really helped us be human. And I think I'm grateful for that new development that's coming in our age. So I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn.
Great. So thank you very much and look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thank you.